I'm already recording anyways. Here is the what am I saying? Here is the setup for the Bandicam settings and whatever. So you can see my settings here. For me, the maximum resolution I can get is 1080p, and I prefer using the 1600 by 900. She gets, this is what I'm using sometimes, and this is what I prefer using. Since this one is available, I prefer using this one as my, whether it is for, hold on, whether it is for work, whether it is um for gaming. Just like your emulator password. All right, so back to where I was. And since I use that resolution, you can as well use that too, but it is not compulsory. Now, the next thing you want to for people on low end PC, I do recommend you use 1366768 or 1280720. That is 720 pixel, which is going to be this one, or you can use the 120p 1024 by 1280. You get, you can use this one for stretch resolution. Well, that's that about that. And for the Bandicam settings, the first thing you want to do is come to your this thing, general, advanced, and hold on, there's something I want to show you here. Is it here or not? Yes. Under this, you know what? Let me do it this way. Come to video, under settings here, not settings here. Under settings in the record, change the this thing to higher, the recording priority to higher. This would let Bandicam record smooth videos even on low FPS, just like the examples I sent earlier. Even if you're having low FPS, it you still be recording smooth videos. However, if you have a very low end PC, this might not really help you at all. Just don't bother recording. People on like 5th gen, 4th gen downwards, don't bother recording. If you're not getting at least 60 FPS when you're not recording, don't bother. Just don't bother. Don't even try, to be honest. And for that, now for your actual gaming, this thing, what are they for your actual gaming, here's what you're supposed to use. The default preset is supposed to be ultra fast settings, which is 60 fps. This is the quality. However, to save you some this thing, because motion jpeg usually use large files, it can be like 1 gig per minute, but that does not really matter anyways. You can always use CapCut to edit your videos and get your this thing back. So I do recommend you use 50 fps, not 60. And the reason for this is just simply because it's better. And changes to constant frame rate, you can make sure it is constant, so it will always record smooth videos. If this is still try kind of laggy for you, then you can use variable. It won't really affect anything, but I prefer constant. And then the next thing is, wait, for your audio, don't forget, change this to mp3, change the bitrate to 320, and make sure the channels is stereo and frequency is 48,000. Copy these exact settings. For the fps, it should be 50. Codec is motion jpeg or mpeg 1, anyone you want. You can see this vbr here. Vbr means this virtual variable bitrate. Do you understand? And I use motion jpeg, or I use mpeg, anyone you prefer. You can also use the H264 CPU to test, depending on the type of CPU you have. If you have a very good CPU, you can test the H264 CPU, not quicksync. This quicksync is very useless for pre-fire recording, especially when you are using something heavy. What other thing do I need to talk about? Show mouse cursor. Yes, ensure this is always enabled. Yeah, show mouse cursor. And I feel like that's everything I need to cover in this video. Well, I hope you guys enjoy.